So, Redbeard versus Adilla. And Redbeard appears to have the matchup that he wanted in the first place. The Commando Knob, everyone knows, is very powerful against Eldar. In particular, the Warp Spider and the Warlock. Farsi is not quite so bad. You know, she gets that Farsight Global. She gets Guided Rangers. A bit better synergy, I'd say. But, yeah, this is a decent matchup for Redbeard. Let's see how it goes. Tell me if there's any volume problems. This is obviously very impromptu. There's also a washing machine in the background. I hope that's not too loud. And I've got my coffee, because with any luck, I'm going to be fighting the winner after this. Is that only one Dire Avenger? It's only one Dire Avenger? Okay, cool. I like this. I like the one Dire Avenger. I don't know what's been happening in the meta recently, to be honest. Everyone's been going double Dire Avengers, and I don't understand it. Dire Avengers don't have the scaling. I'd much rather have multiple shurikens. I've got a load of shit going on right now that I should probably turn off to increase the FPS. Also the rain, I don't know why the rain's on. Yeah, hang on, let's get some things got rid of to increase the FPS, because this is a bit bad. Also the rain. Let's see if it improves anytime soon. Well, the FPS is normally fine. It's not normally this bad, but I don't know what's happening at the moment. I have just opened up the game and then obviously observing. Never helps. Never helps. He's actually going for Rangers first before the Shuriken. Interesting. To be honest, I'm not even sure that it's just the stream that's having the FPS. I'm actually getting it as well. And I don't normally in 1v1, so I think I might need a PC reset. Killed my PC doing too much cheesing on Battlefleet Gothic. Where's the Shuriken at? Coming up a little bit too late to support the ranged units. Probably going to catch these shooters though. Nice kinetic pulse into destructor combo. He actually does protect the ranged units. Interesting. Redbeard's going for the Pain Boy. Pain Boy. Adilla playing pretty sloppily. Lost 4 Banshees down here. Yep, definitely going to have to reset my PC after this. Very, very interesting to see the Pain Boy. I know that's the meta that Boss has been pushing, but I wouldn't go for it versus a Warlock. Honestly, I'd go for Looters against a Warlock. For precisely this reason. Where's the Rangers at? Okay, they're not nearby, so they won't detect this. I don't know why they're passive here. Adilla's too experienced to be letting Redbeard get away with this shit. He should have known that was coming. He should have known. Yeah, those shooters need to keep their distance, or they're just going to fleet in and suppress with a shout. Not looking great for Adilla at the moment. Not at all. Don't like this use of the Rangers. I'm not sure why they're isolated over here. If he doesn't retreat them instantly, they're going to die. Okay, he does retreat them instantly, so they should live. Yeah, he's not going to go for that because of the flanking Banshees. The FPS drops! It's actually my game. It's not even the stream. It's literally my game. I think my PC's suffering from being on for too long and doing a lot of intensive work. Plus the observer mode doesn't really work very well in Dawn of War 2, so it doesn't help. I don't know if you can catalyst spore mines. That'd be interesting. So he's managed to defend his power and tech at the same time, in spite of the fact that he had the inferior map control. But yeah, he has actually spent roughly the same amount of power, to be honest. He's got all the upgrades on his upgradable units. No leader upgrades, but nor does the Commando Knob have any. Redbeard has one fully upgraded shooter and one shooter boy simply with the big shooters. He also has the burners. I don't know about destructoring the Commando Knob inside the garrison. It's probably not worth it. Pretty poor to push up so far there and end up losing the HP, but Pete the Pain Boy saves the day. Along with Hide the Boys, of course. Rangers, unfortunately, are having to stay on this right-hand side in order to deal with the garrisons over here, which means that the sluggers can get in and kill the shuriken. Has he used Swamp 'em? If he used Swamp 'em, he would have killed that. Nope, he didn't use it. He would have killed the shuriken if he used Swamp 'em for the speed boost, so that was a big mistake there. Ooh, really just ate that grenade. I imagine Adilla's waiting for his tier 2 vehicle. I'm not sure I like the idea of getting vehicles versus the Commando Knob. I think it's too easy for him to get the truck buster combo and just hide the boys with the truck busters, get behind your vehicle. I don't rate it. I just get fast warp spiders. We needed them in this engagement. I think this Falcon is a really ill-advised choice. He's obviously saved up for this and he's trying to get it out ASAP. He wants to get the counter bash off. Of course it counters the truck, but as soon as the tank busters get in the truck, well, it's not going to counter it anymore. Combine it with a Hide the Boys, you're pretty much going to have to put the Rangers inside the Falcon or it's going to be very, very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. And he's losing all of his power because of this play. He needed to get some units out sooner. I would definitely have gone for warp spiders. Desperate plays here with the distort field on the Shuriken. Very desperate plays. If the sluggers can get behind it, that's going to be a wipe. It doesn't even need to, it's just going to wipe outright. Pure desperation. The Falcon took too long to come out, and when it did come out, it just doesn't have the pressure. Look at the damage, man. Look at the damage. It does. What does it do? It doesn't do anything in this matchup. It's a really poor choice. If you're going to get a vehicle, get a Wraith Lord, but I wouldn't rush the Wraith Lord as your first choice. He bled so much from not having his Exarchs early on in Tier 2, so he couldn't control the sluggers with a knob. Quite painful. Quite painful. Well, it was a fast one at least. I'm not gonna hold them up, resetting all my shit. If you know they're in the middle of their series and they're ready to go. But after this series ends, I'll reset everything, relaunch the stream when I'm doing my matches, because I can't play with this level of lag anyway. So, in terms of the matchups, what's going on? Loser's pick is Adilla. Adilla picked Caldaris. Redbeard's going to veto Caldaris. So, Redbeard has no more map vetoes. Adilla's gone for Greentooth Gorge. An amazing Eldar map. Time to pull out the Farseer, I'd say. If I was Redbeard, I'd be vetoing that shit ASAP. Just so you guys know, this round of the playoffs is only a best of 3. All the rounds after this point are going to be best of 5 in the winners bracket. However, in the losers bracket, all the rounds will be best of 3. I believe that also includes the finals, although I'll have to clarify that with Adilla. So that's the setup that we're going to use. The grand finals will be best of 5. everything in the loser's bracket will be best of 3. Everything in the winner's bracket will be best of 5, except for this first round, which is merely a best of 3. So if Redbeard wins this match, Adilla is out of the competition. On the other hand, if Adilla manages to win this match, everything will hinge on the following matchup. And that's quite important, because Redbeard hasn't used his veto yet. So if Adilla was to win this match, and then Adilla wants to go the Farseer next game, because he's only got 2 Eldar heroes, he's got the Warlock and the Farseer, well, Redbeard still has the veto, so he can veto the Farseer, win that game, and he takes the series, denying Adilla the ability to use his Farseer. But I guess that's matchup dependent. I can't remember what the other 2 heroes are that Adilla's got. I think he has the Tech Marine and something else. Conventional openings so far. Conventional capping orders as well. Yeah, they are pretty cute, aren't they? That was not the button I wanted to press. Best caps in the game, man. Best caps in the game. Best teeth in the game, damn. I'd be killing these orcs for their teeth all day, every day. That's a lot of teeth for a boy. Fucking hell. They got some monies. Them boys got some monies. No wonder he's got some thick armor. This mech has a rich warband. Okay, a lot of bleed coming down already. Not so good to lose all these shooter boys early on. Not too much XP for the CSM. I think that's more influential. I feel like XP that the heretics get is mostly wasted since they're largely irrelevant come tier 2. Whereas XP on the CSM, well, that's brilliant. Oh, he shouldn't. Come on. Kill him. The one heretic savior. Oh, he's not enough. Yeah, I don't think Doom Blasting there would have been wise. I wonder if Redbeard will just keep this single heretic model around as a single model, just for worshipping in base. I probably would at this point. No XP for the Plague Champion yet. Oh, there we go, he's got some now. And a lot more bleed coming out onto these boys. I wouldn't be taking this engagement against the CSM. I really wouldn't. This is just a whole lot of bleed and he's achieving nothing. So many models lost, man. Another 4 models down. CSM are over halfway to level 2 at this point. PC's not far behind. Quite lucky there with that jump. Adilla didn't know that the Havocs were there. But just by pure coincidence, they'd set up their arcs such that the jump had already evaded the Havoc arc. Very lucky, very lucky. Sparian champion Heretics forcing off the Slugger Boys quite convincingly. That said, the Slugger Boys have a lot of XP actually. And that Slugger Boy XP, that is influential, because we all know that Slugger Boys scale a hell of a lot better than Heretics. A hell of a lot better. So how much XP that these Slugger Boys can accrue in tier 1? It's very, very influential. We see one big shooter upgrade. We don't see any shooter knobs so far, but we have a full gen farm down in 1 second. There we go, we got a full gem farm for Redbeard. We've only got the 2nd gen coming up. A full gem farm for Adilla. We've only got the 2nd gen coming up now for Redbeard, but he does have this contested power node down here that should by all rights be Adilla's. I'm getting very confused since Redbeard was playing as the Orcs last game. We're actually seeing a second aspiring champion already before we see a fourth squad purchase. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wouldn't go with that. I'd get another squad personally. I think especially on this map against the mech, you really want the capping power. That could be a problem as the game progresses. Somehow Redbeard at the moment has still managed to maintain a VP lead, which is impressive versus the mech boy. Mech boy's not got that much XP either. There's been a lot of dead heretics, but I don't know where that XP is getting distributed. Slugger boys seem to have taken quite a lot of it. Shooter boys haven't got a lot. Storms have got more. I think that's important because you really want your melee to get the most XP in this matchup, because as the game progresses on and on, the shooter boys are going to lose a lot of their efficiency. The melee is going to become a lot stronger. Let's see how their economies are turning out. Adilla's got a little bit extra wreck. He really needs to cap these power points to start noding them. Interesting that he actually has so much wreck, to be honest. He's been bleeding loads. I don't know if he really put the gens down late or what happened there, but yeah, he's definitely hurting for power at the moment. Adilla's economy is far more balanced. Sorry, Redbeard's economy is far more balanced. Sluggers need to get out. I don't know why he took that fight. These are aspiring champions, you're not going to win. Ah, battery pack, okay. Quite unlucky that the aspiring champion took so long to get a special. Didn't notice he had the battery pack upgrade, that's fair enough, I guess. It gets him the decap, it gets him more XP on his sluggers. Needs to be quite careful about the retreat path though, these sluggers. I see some potential for them to die now. Oh, the heretics are going the wrong way here. I don't know why they took that route. Adilla's noticed the imbalance in his economy. He's getting a fourth generator up. Oh, this is a cheeky setup by the Havocs. Oh, Adilla definitely could have just teleported behind the Havocs and kept the pressure up, to be honest. Still no shooter knobs. Interesting. Personally, given how much the shooter boys are prone to bleeding in this matchup, I'd get the knob before I got big shooters. I mean, what are you trying to bleed with your big shooters? Heretics? They die very easily anyway. You're not going to bleed the CSM. You're not going to outshoot Havocs. I'd rather just have less bleed. So we see a fast Blood Crusher coming out. Adilla's actually dropping another gen. This is a mistake for sure. It is very, very, very rare that you would ever want more than 4 gens. You would have to have... You've messed up if you need more than 4 gens, and there is no way looking at his economy that he needs more than 4 gens. He's just gone tier 2 and he's got 150 wreck. Plus your orcs, you're going to get tank busters in tier 2 anyway. Keep the excess wreck. Touch and Nurgle was used down here. Didn't achieve too much though, only killed 2 Storm Boys, and then the Heretics couldn't cap this side of the map anyway, thanks to the mech boy and his abuse of garrisons. But the Blood Crusher is now on the field, and it's going to very easily pick off models from this shooter boy squad. One more bite, of course he gets a special attack and misses entirely, but the damage over time actually manages to kill him. He is level 2 now. Mech boy is still hanging around in level 1. 3 dead shooter boys. And he's actually stealing the power. Stealing the power. If he gets this power, this is going to be really, really bad for Adilla. No beamy death gun on the way yet, so currently there's pretty much no AV. See, why did you put the gen down? It'd have been better off to get your tank busters 100 wreck earlier, you know? Have them out faster. By all rights, Redbeard could be using this time to get a gen bash off down here. There's no AV on the field at all. Of course, Redbeard doesn't know that, and he's probably fearing there's going to be some tank busters soon. Combination of tank busters plus the beamy on the mech boy is going to kill a blood crusher very quickly. But with the blood letters, you can just teleport in, tie up the tank busters, blood crusher moves in, ties up the mech boy. You're in good times. You're in good times. We do see the knobs coming out now on the melee squads. This is where their scaling really starts to kick in. Still no knobs on the shooter boys. This is going to be quite a telling engagement right now. If you can kill the blood crusher, Adilla will be in a decent spot. But otherwise, compositionally, I think Redbeard has the far superior army at the moment. Without the knobs, these shooters are very vulnerable to bleed, but Redbeard does not seem content on taking this engagement right now. CSM are already gone, the Stormboys have incurred very little damage. Bloodletters are now teleporting in on their own against the entire army. If all of these units have used WoW, which it looks like they have, the Bloodletters are not going to be in for a good time. Slugger Boys have got practically full HP, they're using Swamp 'em, so when the Bloodletters do retreat, they're going to be chasing them down in retreat and potentially killing a few models, potentially even getting the squad if they don't retreat straight away. They're probably not going to get out of there, to be honest. Oh, Touch and Nurgle's used. It saves the Heretics versus the Stormboys. The Stormboys are actually going to wipe from the damage over time. Stormboys do wipe. And the Havocs have somehow managed to set up. Adilla really was sloppy there. Slow not to tie them up with the Mech Boy earlier and get the Sluggers in to potentially wipe the Heretics or at least tie up the Plague Champion. Adilla managed to lose another Shooter Boy squad. I don't know where that happened. This Aspiring Champion Heretic obviously has gone in, and Adilla has not kept notice of that. Losing all the models on the Slugger Boy squad except the Knob, of course, because the Knob's an hard lad. Tank Busters, meanwhile, were idling. So the Blood Crusher does survive, and it's nearly level 2 at this point. CSM are back on the field, and the Tank Busters lose 2 models. Not looking good for Adilla at all right now. It's looking very, very bad for Adilla. We're going to see the host of the tournament out this early, guys. I'm not sure how Adilla can get back from this. This is insane. He's trying to go tier 3. He's trying to go tier 3 with absolutely no map control, and he's going to lose all of his power. This is never going to work. Blood Crusher looks like it's going to go down here on the bright side. Okay, tier 3 is a mad choice. There is no AV on the field right now. You've got to at least try and skew Redbeard's economy. Get a Death Dread. Don't upgrade it, just get the Death Dread. Force him to get a Last Cannon or something like that. Going tier 3 is madness. You just give those extra generators to Redbeard. He now has no concern for power. He has no need for power ever again. Nice special by the Bloodletters, but they need to get out there. You really don't want to incur the bleed. Pretty sloppy by Redbeard to take that long to get out of that fight. Those 3 Bloodletter models are really going to hurt him. Oh my god, he's lost them! He bloody lost them! Wow, that's the power of Wah. The power of an Orc Wah. Okay, well, somehow, Adilla actually has potential here. I don't know why the Blood Crusher was down here on its own. I don't know why the Bloodletters were fighting here on their own. This is a massive complacency by Redbeard. Massive complacency. On the other hand, there's not a lot of VPs for Adilla to work with here. Not a lot of VPs to work with. And he's gave Redbeard infinite power. He really needs to secure the VPs if he has any hopes of winning this. A fast tank could be quite helpful. Redbeard has no AV at the moment. But he's going for commandos. Commandos are going to help him get some VP pressure taken off. Could help. But the problem I'm seeing is if Redbeard drops down Terminators, Dilla's not really got a counter to that. And the Commandos are constantly going to have to try and be the ones dealing with this Havoc, because otherwise Adilla has no counter to the Havoc. I'm not sure why Redbeard wasted the Plague Fist Stomp thing there. He knew sluggers were around. He's not microing the cloud either. Okay, he is now, and that's gonna... Is it gonna wipe the sluggers? Oh wow, they live on 6 HP. One more second of being in the cloud would have killed them there. Tankbuster's realised that trying to get the power is not important right now. He needs the decap. He's probably gonna get it in time, maybe? Maybe? With a faster... No. No, he's not. No, that's it. That's GG. That's game over. Adilla is out of Elite League 3. That was a fast-paced series. 439 VPs to 0. Quite the strong showcasing from Redbeard here. I might be in for a bit of a fight. A little bit different from his playoffs. Okay. There we go. Adilla's gone. So next up it'll be myself versus Redbeard in the quarterfinals. Which, just as a reminder, we're playing it today because I'm actually inactive tomorrow, and Adilla wanted to do the first round of the winners bracket as well as the quarterfinals for each of the matches in the winners bracket on Friday. But I'm not here on Friday, so rather than having everything delayed for me on Saturday, we seen if we could organise these games to happen tonight, which we have done. We'll get them done now. I am going to have to reset everything though, because I am getting serious FPS issues. Let me just confirm that Redbeard is able to play against me shortly. That was 2 wins. The first round of the winners bracket is merely a best of 3, not a best of 5. Now my series versus Redbeard, on the other hand, will be a best of 5 because that is the quarterfinal of the winners bracket.